For the first time in many seasons of the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series, we're here with Season 9 signups, and here is the information coming into this season for signups. You can only sponsor one chartered and one open car, so a total of 2 cars, but one for each type of driver, and there's no limit on how many sponsors that one driver can have, and you must comment with your name and the car number of the chartered and open cars of your choice, and signups will end in 1 week. Let's go take a look at the drivers here you can sign up for. It's Ross Chastain with Trackhouse Racing, and he's currently winless in the Miscraft Cup Series. We'll see if he can do anything in season number 9. Then you have his teammate Daniel Suarez driving the number 99 machine for Trackhouse Racing. He was your season 3 champion of the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series, so a good one to pick there. Then you have Kyle Busch and Richard Childress Racing, the only driver to win a race after leading every single lap of it. And then coming up after him will be his teammate Austin Dillon, and he's currently winless as well in the Miscraft Cup Series, but we'll see if he can get it done in season number 9. Next up after that is Wood Brothers Racing's Harrison Burton and the number 21 machine, still new to the series. We'll see what he can do. And next up behind him will be Michael McDowell in Front Row Motorsports, the only chartered entry from the Front Row Motorsports team this season. Next team will be JTG Darty Racing and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He is a couple of time Miscraft Cup Series race winner, and he might be one for you to sponsor here. Same for Eric Jones, who got his first win last season and for Legacy Motor Club in the number 43 machine. Already a couple of paint schemes there looking good for him. Then you have newly renamed Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, Brad Keselowski here. Also only has 1 win to his name, but also a very strong Miscraft Cup Series competitor. Same for Chris Buescher here, although he does not have a win to his name on the Miscraft Racing, the Miscraft Cup Series record books. Same thing goes for Bubba Wallace in 2311 Racing. He'll be sporting the McDonald's entry this season, so he's a good one to sponsor there. Same for his teammate Tyler Reddick with 2311 Racing. A few cars to choose from for him there, so if you like different paint schemes, there's another driver to look out for and sponsor here this season. And here, how about the brand new racing team, Texas Heat Racing, coming in? Blake Garcia in the 07. Man, I can't talk today. Then you have Tyler McDonough Racing for Texas Heat Racing, as well. The Swedish Fish and Pepsi machines will be sporting their first times this season. So if you want some new teams, then there's one for you. And one of the rookies this season will be Carson Hocevar Inspire Motorsports, entry number 77. We'll see what he can do this season. Then you have Stuart Haas Racing, the first powerhouse team so far to show up in this video. You have Josh Berry, new to the series this season. Then Noah Gregson switching over to the number 10 car for Stuart Haas Racing there as well. And then last couple of cars here for Stuart Haas Racing. We got Chase Briscoe in the 14 car. And then you're going to have the 41 of Ryan Preece. Briscoe is the only one on this team currently that has a race win in the Miscraft Cup Series. So definitely going to be looking out for them to see if any of his teammates will be to get some wins. Here's Ryan Blaney, your only 2-time champion of the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series, your rating series champion. Will be sporting a couple of bright paint schemes right there. Same for Joey Logano, a couple of time winner as well. And he's got a few extra paint schemes there. A good one to sponsor if you like those extra paint schemes as well. And Austin Cindric, he's been close a couple of times to winning, but has not made it to victory lane just yet. Next up will be Joe Gibbs Racing's Christopher Bell, surprisingly winless in his Miscraft Cup Series career. And then behind him will be the 19 Martin Truex Jr. Season 7 champion. And he's looking strong, trying to get himself a second one here before he retires in the next few years. Then you have Ty Gibbs, the rookie, technically a rookie here for the Miscraft Cup Series. So since he did not run in Season 8, he will be there. And then Denny Hamlin with 4 bright paint schemes to run. He is your Season 2 champion and the winningest NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series driver on the roster. So he's a good one to sponsor there if you want some good running. And the final team for the chartered entries will be Chase Elliott with Hendrick Motorsports. He's won a few races but was winless in Season number 8. Can he find himself some glory in Season number 9? We'll sponsor him to see what he will be able to do for you. Then there's Kyle Larson as well. Has not won in a while for him either. Got a couple of paint schemes here to sport throughout the season here as well with Hendrick Cars and of Valvoline. So he will be definitely one to watch here. Then you have Alex Bowman in the Ally machines there. As you see, he got a couple wins here under his belt as well. Most recently at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard 400. So he's got a crown jewel to his name And then behind him is William Byron, the final chartered entry to showcase here in this video. And there you have it. So that's all of your choices for chartered entries. Maybe you can only choose one of those drivers. Next up, we're going to go to all of the open entries, and here you have free reign to choose one more driver. Corey LaJoie is the first one for Spire Motorsports. He will not be going full-time this season. Same for Todd Gilliland in Front Row Motorsports here, the 38 machine. Behind them will be the John Hunter Nemechek machine. First time racing in the Cup Series in a while here for, the Miscraft Cup Series. The Legacy Motor Club will not be having him go full-time this season. Same for Jimmy Johnson. And so remember, only one choice here for you to have in this section of cars. You have Daniel Hemrick racing for Colleague Racing here, also part-time in the Miscraft Cup Series this season. And then here come all the assorted driver entries. Here's one for Colleague Racing, the number 16 machine. Multiple drivers to run for them. Same for the number 60 camp from Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. And that'll be a brand new number to put onto the series here. And then you're going to have the 15 car from Rick Ware Racing. A few drivers will race for them this season in that machine. And then you're going to have Newark Racing's drivers and the number 44 machine. Mostly going to be Greg Biffle here, but we're definitely going to keep out an eye just in case there are a couple of drivers that come and join that team. Same for the Money Team and Kaz Gralla and a couple of other guys as well, maybe like Connor Daly as well. Yeah, Beard Motorsports here might put in a few drivers just more than Austin Hill and Zane Smith. And then the final entry for the Miscraft Cup Series Season 9 will be the number 67 machine from 2311 Racing with Travis Pastrana and more drivers to come. Thank you all for watching this one. Hopefully you have your two picks, one open and one chartered driver. Signups will end in 1 week, January 8th at 11:59 Eastern Daylight Time. And we'll see you guys in just over a month for NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series Racing coming for the Daytona 500. And until then, we'll see you next time.